Guys, we're back. We said it yesterday in the preview. Win or lose, we'll be back. And here we are, man. You guys know what happened. You know the score. Villarreal 1, Manchester United 1. Manchester United lose to Villarreal on penalties in the Europa League Final 2021. And yeah, man, where do you begin? Well, look at me. Anyway, listen, it happens. It's football. We've lost.
Yo, why is your face so close to the flipping screen, fam?
We've lost. And just you're on mute. But listen. Where do you begin, man? We lost, you know. Anyways, let's analyze the game in it, because obviously the team news came out, and the surprise package was Pogba and Scott was the double pivot. Your thoughts on that, Jesse? Quickly, what was your initial thoughts on seeing that?
I didn't think it was a bad idea, to be honest. Like, there was a lot of space in the midfield for them, but they didn't really execute it that much. They did it a couple of times, but to me, that wasn't the main issue today. The main issue today was two players that we statistically have been very good for us this season, and Green and Rashford, and they let me down today, man. I'm actually very disappointed. Very disappointed. The whole team, I felt like they were scared today. As you said, I think they played their occasion. Like, they didn't play their game. No chances created. There was nothing there. Nothing there.
Yeah, man. Very, very disappointing result. Very disappointing performance. Jackson, man. The season was hanging on this, and we didn't get the job done. Like, how do you feel now that the season's over and the game itself, like?
Well, I mean, I didn't watch the first half because I had a speaking engagement. I watched the second half. I think we actually played all right in the second half, if I'm really honest. Not clinical enough, not creating any clear-cut chances. Villarreal's game plan seemed to work against us. But it's easy to play against us because all season, you know, if you sit back against Man United, chances are we're not going to create enough, and that's what happens. I think we still need to recruit better players. We still need players. We need, in my opinion, we needed players to turn up today. It's the best player on the pitch today for us was Scott McTominay.
Yeah, obviously that's a positive, but right now I'm not feeling positive. So
no, that's not a positive. That comment there is not a positive comment.
No, for Scott himself, but it's for him to be the best player on the pitch.
But that's my issue. Why is Scott McTominay the best player on the pitch today? And this is what really, really frustrates me. You know, and I know how these conversations are gonna go. Ole out. Yes, I understand. I don't think he's a great coach. Fair enough. But in finals, in big games, your best players are what put you through to win finals. Moments finals are all about moments. When you get your chance, you take your moment. We couldn't do that today. We're very disappointed in some of the players today. Very, very disappointed, especially my favorite player, which is Bruno.
Yeah, like, I know I've always said it. Like, as much as he gets the assists and the stats, and so I've always said this guy should be doing better. And today, where was he? Invisible man. There was times I thought, is Bruno playing this game? Like, I don't know what happened today, man. Like, you know, when I say I have my doubts, but these are the things I was kind of fearing, because when he doesn't score or assist, the rest, like.
But that's my issue, though. You should score an assist then. If that's what you do it in the final.
You know, football. That's not how football works. Like, it's not always good. If you're not doing that,
Lampard. Watch most of Lampard's games. He didn't have much more influence in most games, but in almost every final, every key final, Lampard is there to put the ball in the back of the net or get him some sort of an assist, and I needed that from Bruno today. I didn't like
I don't
it's
think.
one. It just takes one goal. It just takes one goal. I don't think he played bad. Oh, actually, no, he did play bad. I mean, like I don't know what else. I mean, apart from getting the goals and assists, what else could he have done apart from what
Be
keep the ball
involved.
moving?
No, but he
He was
wasn't
he
even.
was involved. He was involved. Don't get it twisted. Watch the match.
Nah.
Watch the highlights. He was involved, but he wasn't doing anything with the ball. That's it. I think.
Fam,
And
I didn't even see him on the ball. Like even Rashford today, as much as he played crap, I saw him like trying things. Oh, but the
it's because of the way Villarreal set up. Villarreal set up uh, everyone behind the ball, and so to get on the ball for someone like Bruno, he needs to come deep. So there are times where he's like getting the ball from right back or left back and that kind of stuff. There was no space in the pockets, and that's credit to Emery. But I don't think it's a hard job to play against Man United. If I was playing against Man United, I would have done the same thing.
wait. What's all that echo from?
Jesse,
He's on mute though.
I don't hear echo.
Oh, I could hear myself, but the comments are obviously. Emmy says there's a notable absentee, but he moved. Yeah, Rick. I messaged him. He ain't. Oh, bro. Anyway, got a special guest coming in. Shout out to my guy Ali from the group chat. Here he is, Ali man,
What's good, boys?
What's going on, man?
bro.
What's up, bro? What's up, brothers? Everyone good?
No,
As good as what could be after losing a final.
Obviously, oh man, I don't know. I was telling Usman as well. Like, where do we go from this, man? Literally, the players. I was saying to Usman, like, if the ballers don't turn up, what can you expect, man? Your man just sat on the bench. He sat and played the whole game. Unai Emery was running up and down for his team, man.
yeah,
Huddles and all that shit, and we're just sitting there clapping, like making stupid substitutions. The team's leggy. It's just an all-round L, man.
All
It's
around the team is not good enough. Coaches, players,
horrible, man.
it's just not good enough.
Horrible, man. Like, how can your ballers not turn up to a final?
wow,
It's
bro.
the last
This
game
is
of the season, and then you go off and you have fun at the flipping Euros and whatnot. It's your last game of the season. You put a shift in. Bro, McTominay put a shift in. No one else was there. Everyone's
this is what I'm
invisible.
saying.
Yeah.
All we needed today was maybe a Bruno 8 out of 10 game, or
Standard.
even a Pogba 8 out of 10 game, or even a
Mm.
Rashford 8 out of 10 game, or even like if any of our top players just had an 8 out of 10 game today, I reckon
Yeah.
we'd have won that. But none of them did. Our best player on the pitch today was Bruno. I mean, sorry, was Scott McTominay.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah,
It's
Ali, what
unbelievable.
did you think about the midfield? Obviously, we all saw the team news leak with Pogba and Scott playing midfield, and then I heard Fred was injured, but then he played today. So what's
Yes, man.
what's all that about? I don't.
I was surprised he even changed it. His go-to default 11 has been there for the whole season. He
Yeah,
plays.
that is very
It's,
strange.
it's mad to just change it in the final all of a sudden, and then okay, that's the thing. Pogba should have the confidence and ability to say, okay, you know what? Okay, I'm playing a different role today. I'm still going to dictate the game. He didn't dictate the game. Bruno just was invisible. Man, Jackson spot on. If any, like I said, the Villarreal players probably dropped a 6 out of 7 out of 10. All of them were comfortable 6, 7 out of 10s. We were dropping zeros, man. Literally,
How
for
many
half
times
the
have I
team
said that,
playing.
Jerry? How
Yeah,
many times have I said that? I've said this for so long that Man United, our top players, usually, including the Pogbas of this world, they're inconsistent. They will give us 8 out of 10 one game, then the next game give us 2 out of 10. How do we expect to win trophies to challenge for titles if you have top players who are inconsistent? Which is why I'm desperate to get players like Harry Kane in or whatever. I'm really disappointed in all of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
man, it's peak, bro. Because right now we was discussing before we came on air. Where do we go from here, man? Because I think today's game was the stamp of not approval, but like the first. All right, we've got over the line. We finished second. We've got a trophy now. Let's push on now. Jesse, man, I want to come to you. What are you feeling right now going into the summer? Because the transfer window, I think this cup was one of the things that players are looking at. They're winning trophies now. They got top four now. Just top four is like, yeah, you've got top four, but are you really gonna go for the big trophies next year, man? What's your thoughts on that?
It's terrible, absolutely terrible. I'm actually I'm not hurting that much, but it's just the fact that we got knocked out of the Champions League, and then this was a must, and you guys, we was never gonna get a better chance today than any other opponent. Like, I just don't understand how we, like, the players look scared to me. Some of the players look scared to me. Like, if Luke Shaw was poor today as well.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw, Rashford, who else was there? Greenwood actually played kind of well. I don't even know why he even came off.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
this is what I'm saying.
No
Like,
one knows,
Greenwood and Wan-Bissaka actually played well. I wouldn't even get off.
Yeah, when I watched the second half, I think most of that threat came from their side.
Yeah, the right side, yeah. Which is
Yeah,
surprising.
well, I'm talking about. But when we was attacking on the right side, it was better than the left side.
Yeah, that's my point.
Rashford and Luke Shaw were rubbish, absolutely terrible today. I'm very disappointed in Rashford and Luke Shaw today because I thought that they're the ones that will turn up today. And Bruno was, it's true.
Yeah.
I thought, what is this guy even playing like? He was just there, like it was.
I think some people want to mention the starting lineup. I don't have an issue with the starting lineup.
I don't think
Nobody saw the starting lineup and thought, "Oh, you're not going to win this game because Scott McTominay."
I can't lie. I had a little bit of why,
but the starting lineup should win the game. Fact. It's as simple as that.
Paper,
yeah, on paper it should win the game.
but
like if both of them played the way they can play. How did we lose the game because the midfield wasn't good enough? No, we lost the game based on all the things I've been saying since the beginning of the season. We've got players that have obvious weaknesses. I've said this for episode 1 or 2, right? Someone like Lindelof. I mean, we were always going to concede because of his lack of strength, his lack of that's what's always going to kill us. These things are always going to hurt us in big games. Just these moments where we see these obvious weaknesses, and it's sad to see. Which is why I personally I think we still need to recruit. Lindelof. I think Lindelof. I don't think Lindelof is a bad defender. He's just not good enough. Listen, let me finish. He's just not good enough for our level. This is what I'm saying. He's an okay defender, but he's not good enough. If you're trying to get to the next level, we need someone to have the impact that defenders like Van Dijk had at Liverpool. We need that kind of impact. That's what we need.
Very bad. Yeah. I'll get rid someone. Get rid.
Nah, listen, let's not do some hasty decisions. But
if he's not fine by being a squad player, get rid because
I think Baye played well.
Not good enough.
I think Baye played well.
There was a bit where he tried that kung fu kick, and I was thinking,
"Oh yeah, this guy loves his legs in the air, man." This guy.
Why is he like this?
Jiu-jitsu and that.
He's so reckless, man. He's so reckless.
Ali, let's go into the big, obviously the pivotal moment. De Gea, man, he misses the pen, and he couldn't save even one. I mean, what was your thoughts on that whole situation there, man?
They were 80% of the penalties were absolute finesse. They were amazing penalties, but there was penalties where he went the right way, he got a hand to it, but the hand was soft. It was a very soft hand. Like there were penalties you could have saved and whatnot. And then if this is the way he bows out of our club with him missing that penalty, oh man, like people just remember him on that now. Literally, everything he's done, but people wipe out and say, "Oh, his last 3 years he was shit. He cost you a title. He couldn't save a penalty and whatnot." And I was like, it's tough, man, but like, he should have saved it, man. But everyone knows his record's whack. His record is whack.
Yeah.
Penalties,
as soon as we got, I knew we lost. I knew we lost this penalty.
I knew. I said already established we've lost this final. But to the penalty.
When we went to the pens, it's like it was just written in the stars. Like the fact that we were going second. I think it was shooting against Villarreal's fans. It was all just set against us. And De Gea, I don't remember seeing De Gea save a penalty.
I remember one time against Everton, and that's it.
That's literally Rob, no one knows anything else. It's just that one penalty.
There's a reason why all the players wanted to gas him up, this, that, because they didn't believe in him that much. They wanted to, obviously he's your teammate and stuff, but
people don't understand.
To make a bold decision and bring on the Henderson for penalty.
I would have taken off the hair and brought Anderson.
100%. But that's thing.
Do you know what?
Ollie's no risk. Ollie will not take a risk. 100%. That's why he plays the back six. He'll play his four. He'll play his grandkids, McTominay and flipping Fred. He'll live and die by that back six. And he's so emotional. Like he played the game based on emotion. If he actually had any sense to it, going, you know what, this brother ain't saved a penny. The backroom staff know he has not saved a penny in years. Yeah. You've got another keeper there who's got probably a higher percentage of save ratio than De Gea. Just chuck him on. If it comes bad, it comes bad. But at least you know you've tried your best. De Gea was never going to. As soon as we scored, it went 1-1. Then man's parked the bus and they said, "We're taking you guys to pens." Literally,
Yeah.
And that's literally from the 55th minute. They were like, you know what, we're going to take it at penalties. And did you see how happy at full time they were celebrating? Yeah, we're on penalties because they
That's what
knew.
I was saying.
That was the plan.
Because I knew United, they want this. We need to go after them and win this game. Don't then to accept that. Cool, we're going penalties. Like, come on, man. Like, we're United. We need to go for the win, and we didn't, which is very disappointing
Soft-centered,
because
man.
all this are the United way, and we take risk. And I don't see that. I'm sorry, I don't see it. It was too safe for me. It was too safe for
Moments
me
FC, man. It's moments of magic. We've relied on moments of magic all season.
all
That's why
season.
Rashford stays on for 90 minutes and he'll score a last minute winner.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping on. That's what I don't like
That's
because
literally it.
bruv, it's not good. And I don't want to get onto OE too much because when we do look and sit down and look at the season, there's been positives and negatives. But the sentiment, like you said with De Gea, I think it was sentiment that this may be his last game. Let me just let's give him a chance and go like. Nah, bruv. We need to win the game. Do what's best for the team. And De Gea in goal for penalties is not best for the team. And it's backfired. And
De Gea is only. I've said this. I mean, I mean, I say things that people don't clock like years after. De Gea is just good at one thing, and people don't understand. The thing is, yo, Jesse, calm down a bit, man. The only thing is, because he's so good at that one thing, it makes people think he's so great because he's so good at reflex saves. That's it. De Gea is the best in the world, probably the best I've ever watched at reflex saves, and that's it. That's all he's good at. So you always make a save that's like, whoa, flamboyant, crazy, because it's a reflex save that that should have went in, but it's reflexes kind of thing. But that's literally his whole goalkeeping CV. Doesn't come out for corners, doesn't save penalties, doesn't really command his box. And for that reason, I've been De Gea out for the past like 2-3 seasons, kind of thing. But is Henderson the solution? That I'm yet to feel confident
I was about to
about.
ask that because right now, who's our number one going into next season? Because it's kind of we're in a crossroads right now because we was bigging up Henderson. Then the end of the season, he was looking a bit shaky. Everyone's like, "Yeah, De Gea for the final, De Gea," and now he's done this. It's like I don't even know who I go for. Ali, what are you saying, man?
I've said it from the start of the season. When I see Dean Henderson in goal, I have moments of Ben Foster coming back to me. I mean, this guy's just a modern day Ben Foster. And he's made at Sheffield United. He did make some mistakes, but because they had so many clean sheets and he kept making these saves, it sort of got put under the blanket a little bit. But he made mistakes against Liverpool. That Salah goal, the goal. It was like my little son in goal. The goal, there was so much space for the goal. Salah was like, I'm bound to score this one and whatnot. To me, he's a modern day Ben Foster. I don't trust the guy. I just don't trust. It's tough because I don't think we'll keep De Gea, but De Gea's salary is mad. So I can't see anyone actually signing him for like 350 bags a week. It's not going to happen. And Henderson, I just don't trust him, man. So I don't know. I don't know where we go from here.
Yeah, Jesse, what are you saying on the keepers, man? Jesse, what are you saying?
Because I don't think both of them are good enough.
Yeah.
You know who's free?
It might be Jerry. It might be a thing where we need to sell a goalkeeper.
Yeah, because Donnarumma's a free agent.
But that's Raiola again, isn't it? But then we're dealing with Raiola. And then you know what? This is what it is. You know what it is? We are not Man City. They brought in Bravo. It was crap. Let him go. They chop and change keepers for fun because they're cutthroat. Yeah. They realize that this player won't cut it. We're gonna chuck him out. We sit there. Oh, Matt, you're a good guy after pick. You play no minutes. Here's another contract. Phil Jones, another contract. We're so sentimental to our players. We want to just comfort them and say, stay with us. No, Pep will say, this guy's whack. I don't want him. Sell him, take a loss. I don't give a crap. We're there. Oh, no, but he's been there long enough. He's part of the family. I don't care. Just cut your family out. It's irrelevant. You play the team and you have a squad that will compete every single game. And we don't have that.
Phil Jones is still at Man United.
He's still at Man United. Carrying a wage. Still carrying a wage.
Unbelievable scenes.
Oh man, you know what's mad? You know what's mad? It's because the fine margins. Because right now it feels like our world is crashing down that we've lost this. But we finished second, but this would have just took it to another level.
First loser. No, Jerry. Second, you're the first loser. How many times?
No. I'm just saying, add the trophy to it. That's what I'm saying. You add the trophy.
Add the trophy. Yeah.
But now it feels like you said, first loser. It feels we came second.
Rubbish,
but
man. It's rubbish.
It's not.
None
it's
of us
not. How I see it, and we'll probably talk about this more in the end of season review, is I still do think we've made a very tiny improvement or a step forward, because the truth of the matter is no one really expected us to finish second this season. But finishing third one season and finishing second season, very marginal, but at least it's a step in the right direction. But the fact that we've lost semi-finals and finals now, for me, is this is the last straw for me. Next season, if we don't win a trophy, as much as I've defended in the whole season, it's time to pass on the baton to someone else who can win the trophies.
If you get,
But I think we need. But I think the recruitment is extremely important.
Jesse, you were smiling there. Do you have the same views?
It's not even the fact that Ollie's not the guy. To me, it's not even just that. Like, let's just think we need like a lot of players now. Like a lot of players. Like
The recruitment
if
is
it was up to me, we need like 7-6 players. I'm not even joking. I'm actually not even joking. Because even the wing, like Rashford.
No, you said the other day you said he was a winger.
Rashford, boy, that guy. That guy frustrates me a lot when he's playing, man.
Did you hear his interview just now? You're speaking so passionate.
You know why he's speaking so passionate?
But do it on the pitch, man.
Performance was rubbish.
Yeah.
That is why. Not because he cares about United, but he knows he's partly the reason why we couldn't score a goal.
Yeah, do you know? I mean, I don't want to be too harsh. I mean, listen, we have to be harsh on the players for today, but sometimes also I think you just gotta notice that football is a game, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. The reason why I'm saying that, someone like Bruno, I'm sure he would have tried. He was probably thinking, "Oh my god, I'm not getting influenced in the game." But how often do we see Bruno play so badly and not influence the game? Not influence the game even once.
He didn't try. He didn't
He
try.
wasn't man marked. He wasn't man marked.
Yeah, like he wasn't.
Do you know what it is? It's the way that Villarreal set up. I said this when we were off air. Jesse called me. It's the way the Villarreal set up. Think about it. Whenever Bruno gets an assist, he's usually in the half space. He's usually like in the pockets. There was no space in the pockets. He was literally having to come deep to pick up the ball. Sometimes he'd be like on the left side, left mid, and that kind of stuff.
Man.
He wasn't really in the pockets to get even on a half turn and then slide someone in, because Villarreal absolutely got it right against us. The issue with Man United right now is it's easy to play against us.
This comes to coaching. This is what I'm saying. If
and
it's
quality
so easy,
players. And quality
yeah,
players.
but you need to find another way. You can't just say, "Oh, they've set up in this and that's it. We're finished." Like, come on, we can't move like that. You need to find if they're gonna do this, we're gonna. Yeah, we need to change it. So
yeah, I agree, but it takes time and it takes quality players as well. I'll be honest with you, because I've seen it happen with other teams. I saw it happen with Liverpool. Prior to very recently, there was, if you literally just sat back, people say if you just sat back deep, they didn't have any creative player to unlock you.
That's true.
They didn't. So it's just one of you need to find a way to play. I genuinely believe the solution or the real problem for me personally is not just the fact that we don't have creative midfielders. I think the biggest issue is also with the fullbacks. Luke Shaw's done well this season, but Wan-Bissaka doesn't really offer much on the right side, and a lot of chances are usually created from the wings, and we don't have that. So all you got to do for United, playing against United is easy. All you got to do is block the central spaces, 2 banks of 4. And then take Luke Shaw, take the left side out of the game. Once that's done,
that's a problem, because when you look at City, a lot of teams play like that against them, and they still. I know you're gonna say quality players, but I think it's the way they play, because they still navigate a way through that low block. But us is like we have no ideas. We're not even trying to change it up. It's like today the sideways passing today was just like, what are you not doing? Like,
Van Hal,
it's slow. It's very slow.
There was no thought process in, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna do it. It was just side going round to Bayland and off them back. I was thinking, bro, like this is a final. Like Andy said, this is the last game of the season. Put a shift in. Like, how come Scott is the only one that's when people say it's bad, because he took it upon himself to say, I'm doing this. Like, but the rest of them were just passive again. Like,
the other things when people say vibes, what is that? Not the players though. The players.
No, that's what I said. The players.
That's the issue. That's an issue. That's the issue, and I've said this for a long time. If that's the case, then you need like if I'm signing players right now, and I've said this before, it's not just about the quality of the player; it's about the mindset of the player. There's a reason why. Yeah, there's a reason why when you look at players like Cavani, and you look at players like Bruno, you see the impact that they have on the team because they're quality players and they've got the mindset. Unfortunately, Man United, we've got players that have the quality, don't really have the mindset. As much as people love Pogba, I think he hasn't really got that mindset of Cavani and Bruno, for example, but he's got the quality. And then you've got Scott McTominay, he's got a mindset, he hasn't got the quality. That's why we have so much inconsistency at this club. So much inconsistency. We need players that are going to impact the team the same way Bruno and Cavani has because they've got the quality and they've got the mindset to go with it. And that's what we need. That's why I really want someone like Harry Kane to come in. If you look at Harry Maguire, I've been cussing the whole season, but he's got the mentality and he's got the quality even though he's extremely slow.
Yeah, speaking of Maguire, Ali, did you think we missed him or what did you think, man?
They didn't really threaten us that much, man. Lindelof makes mistakes. We know he makes mistakes, and it was horrible on that first goal. They didn't generally work us, man. That's the thing.
They didn't play well.
Exactly. If they peppered us, it'd be different. If De Gea had multiple saves and said, you know what, okay, maybe we're missing him. We were soft in the midfield. We weren't quick enough in midfield. They were passing us off here and there. Again, we didn't miss him that much. We missed the transition from midfield to attack. We missed that thing from where we just get the ball, like pass it forward, and he got carried like a Sancho. Who carries that ball forward. Attracts defenders, creates space because players like teams will probably double up on him and whatnot. Then you give sort of Bruno running in, Pogba running in. We just lacked that completely, man. So we didn't miss Maguire because they didn't pump us. We just didn't have.
Do you know what I think Man United are desperately in need of? We are again. This goes back to the same thing about the width, right? I think we're also desperately missing dribblers. We know when we have team players that dribble, it commits players, it creates spaces. We don't have that. That's why we lack creativity. When we get there, it's like, okay, what can we do now? Okay, let's just try and pass our way into the box. Let's try to do some intricacy thing. You need players that are going to commit players one-on-one.
Well, see, this is why I said
that's why Greenwood looked kind of if you watch today's match, Greenwood looked dangerous because he was committing players kind of thing. But for some reason, we don't have any wingers at the club that commit players.
That's what I said even today. Like when Rashford was throwing a stinker, Pogba can dribble, like he can take on man, but him playing and then him coming off, it was just so strange to me. And Mason coming off as well.
I saw that. Pogba was there for like 15 minutes, but he didn't do nothing though.
Yeah, then
was he on the left?
Yeah, he went on the left before.
But then eventually he moved Pogba as CDM, and you had McTominay more advanced. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like one guy's a dribbler, one guy can't dribble. But you've got the guy who can dribble as CDM. I'm like, what? It got to
it's like Pogba was sitting and Scott was going.
Why didn't Fred play to? Was he injured?
He came on. You can't be injured. There must be something. Yeah. I don't know.
He tried to be. Listen. Let me just sum it up, man. We was not good enough today, and to me, the football has to improve next season because I can't.
Sorry, I was just going to respond to something. Rashford is not a dribbler. He can dribble, but he's not a dribbler. There's a difference.
And Martial gives the ball away too much. He wasn't straight.
Yeah, Martial's a dribbler, but
he gets dispossessed. Bare.
There's just nothing. There's just nothing good enough about this team. It's progress, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We need to win trophies. And we haven't won a trophy yet. It's been a failure of a season for Manchester United Football Club. The league, in terms of the league, it's been kind of a success.
It's been okay.
It's been okay, but for me next season, massively, the football needs to improve because if we keep playing the way we keep playing, like from this season, we ain't going to win no trophies.
Yeah, but what's Oli going to improve on? How can Oli improve tactically?
The most important thing to me next season is recruitment. That's the most important.
100%.
I think the recruitment has to be. We need players that are going to. I don't want players that are coming in to be part of the squad. Like this is what I'm saying. We bought Van de Beek. Van de Beek didn't even get a second today. I don't think Ole bought Van de Beek. This is like why is Van de Beek? Yeah, I think Van de Beek is a quality player. I think he should have got minutes today. But there's a reason why Ole didn't play him. That means he's not Ole. Ole didn't sign him. That's the truth, 100%. Right? I don't think Ole signed most of the players. I think Ole is just doing what he was given and just trying to do that stir fry, whack it in, just get something in, right? We need players that are going to come in and potentially start, like likely to start. The Cavani's and Bruno, see how they come in. They're starters, like they influence the game. I don't want no squad players anymore, man. And I think we desperately also need a centre back. We desperately need a centre back. Definitely need a centre back. Desperately need a right winger. Definitely need a DM, and I'll take one more player as well.
A striker, because
And a
Cavani ain't
striker.
going to be here for a year, mate. But
I can't lie. The manager obviously shout fancy says Conte. Obviously, like I said before, he's left Inter. And if you up for a new manager or
He ain't
you're
getting
ready
sacked,
to,
man. Ollie's not getting sacked. He's part of the club, man. They ain't gonna sack this guy. They'll partially back him in the summer. He'll go shits up come Christmas time, and then we'll start this cycle all over again for another 2-3 years.
But
all it
see,
is,
that's wisdom right there. I'm finding someone who understands what I'm saying.
That's all
That's
it
what's
is.
gonna happen. It's like we act like we don't know this club.
but let's think about it. Does he? Because there talks of a new contract this summer. After
He doesn't
today,
get a new contract. He shouldn't get a new contract.
Yeah.
No, he's got one more chance. I've been defending the guy the whole season, but he's got one more chance. Yes, he finished third, then second. That's not great, but it's okay. Now, I'm sorry, but this is your third full year, going to the fourth year, but third full year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to challenge for the Premier League, or you have to win trophies. Otherwise, what we actually trying to do?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
what I'm scared of is if we start the season very badly and he capitulates and then he gets sacked, and then we'll be sat here, like Ali said, going through the same thing again. And then we'll be on United Team Talk talking about another manager. Oh, Jose, the football's too slow. Oh, Van Gaal, players don't know what they're doing. Oh, Moyes is not good enough. Oh, Ole is freestyle football. Oh, Conte is just as bad as Jose. We're gonna be here saying the same things again.
Standard. Spot on, man. Absolutely spot on, man.
it's a joke. It's a joke. This team, I never. Why did that? There's a reason why I knew we wasn't going to win today. That should never be the case. Why did I say I've already established we've lost? Because the way we was playing, it was nerve wracking. Like I didn't see no 100% no energy in that team. I didn't see
Flat,
no
man.
passion.
It was
I
a
didn't
flat,
see
it was a
nothing. The
flat
only one
performance.
was Scott. The
Just
only
flat.
one was Scott.
We need
You know-
Scots with quality. That's we need Scots with quality, fam.
How was
Oh.
Scott man of the match? I'm sorry, but Bruno, you're crying. This is the I understand you're crying, but you didn't even have a shot.
No, he should be
No,
crying.
it-
No, he should be crying, man. No, if you drop a 0 out of 10, you should be crying. I don't care. I don't care. There's no way
He's
you're leaving
probably
that
crying
team
because he
without
was 0 out of 10. He's probably like, why did I play so crap?
Yeah, exactly, man. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Last game of the season, you're there for a trophy, and you all stop stinkers, man.
No, man.
You know what's mad though? If we won, would it have papered over the cracks? Because
No,
100.
it was not people.
No,
The
no, it wasn't,
100.
because
trophy is a
no. Listen, because we played so shit today, and if we
Yeah.
scraped through that penalty shooter, I know we've all been here happy, but
No, if you wanted penalties, I would have been satisfied, but not happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
because I would have been very disappointed with that performance. You should have won that game in 90 minutes. You don't go extra time if you're back. If Man United are doing what they should be doing, I wouldn't have been happy. I would have been like, yeah, we won, cool. But next season, I need to see something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just when I say pay for the crowd, that's exactly what I mean. Because
Yeah.
we won the trophy, but looking back at that game, the whole season, we was in the Champions League, dropped to this, and then we scraped past.
Do you know what, Joe? Do you know what? They need to sit down. I don't know who's in the book. I think they need to sit down with them. Everyone, we get all order our meals. We all sit down at the round table and we speak about what the ambition of the club is and how we're going to get there.
That goes back to the owners and
seriously, because that's I don't know what we're trying to achieve. Like, what we bring in Jose, we back him, and then when things go wrong, we sack him, and then we bring Ole. What's he coming to do? To stay there? Oh, did we really believe that Ole is going to come and win the Premier League? Like, what is the actual ambition of the club? Or is top four okay because we get 40 mil or something? I don't even know.
It's more than that. It's way more than that. But that's exactly it. The top four, man. The Champions League, man.
So that's why for me it's just the recruitment next season. Like, that's the only thing that's going to bail us out. I mean, I don't think Ole's a terrible manager as everyone says, but I don't think he's a good manager either, kind of thing. I think he's just doing an okay job.
But we don't want to be okay. We want to be.
But that's my problem, Jerry. Is I get that, but remember this all starts at the top. So even if we bring in Conte, we might, because he's a quality manager. We might even win a League Cup or even a Europa or something. But then what happens the next season and the next season after that, kind of thing? And then what happens? Does he move on? Does he stay?
Listen,
don't forget.
I actually want a manager that's going to stay here for a lot of time, and I think Oli will, which is good. But today, it's 50-50.
You know when you say you want a manager to stay a long time, That depends on if he's successful.
Simple as.
Yeah,
Ali,
definitely.
do you think Ole can be successful if he gets backed?
No,
That's the
no,
difficulty.
because I think it will only take him so far. I think his in-game, like you can't just rely on the players to do. We need to see his in-game thing for his whole tenure at United is very questionable. Like the subs, the lineups. I think, bro, like what's this guy doing? Like the in-game management thinking, nah, bro, we
None
can
of it don't make
see
sense.
what's happening, and you're just ignoring it. Like today, I not keep banging on it, but no subs in 90 minutes. I
They were
don't
cool on.
understand. I don't understand it.
I don't get it. Like, do you know what it is? Let me try and be a tiny bit positive because it's not been a terrible season.
No, it has.
No,
It has.
it's not terrible. It's not the right description of word to
That's
use for
Arsenal.
the
That's
season.
Arsenal.
That's been a terrible season. Yeah, but it's not been a good season. It's not been a great season. It's been
Okay.
I don't even think it's satisfactory, but it's been it's been a season, right?
Yeah.
But I think what we can do is try and look at some of the positives and see how we can build on those positives, right? It's not all doom and gloom. For example, this is the first season that we have finished in the top 4 twice in a row. So it means there's at least some level of progress. We've also been unbeaten away from home this season, right? Again, it shows that there's some level of progress. But what we then need to do is we need to keep those things and improve on them. So what I mean is next season, still remain unbeaten or obviously do well away from home and that kind of stuff. But top 4, I said it before we came on air, top 4 is not even an option next year. It's not something we should be thinking about. It should be that standard. It's already achieved kind of thing. We need to be challenging for the Premier League next year. If we don't challenge for the Premier League next year, I think it's time to start looking at a different manager. But the recruitment for me is also extremely important. The only way we can, I said it before, the only way Man United can go back to where we used to be is, I think it's a very simple formula. You get the best manager or one of the best managers, you buy the best players, and you give it time for everything to manifest. That's the only way you're going to do well. That's the only way. You have to have the best players, and you need the best manager. Even Pep, everyone wants to, he Pep this, Pep that. But just I think he brings in players that don't do well, they go. They go. He kicks them out. Pep needs tools. He can't win stuff without his players. He needs players that are going to do well. So the only way we're going to do this is to get a manager of Pep's quality and back him. We should have done. Some people, I never liked Jose, but potentially maybe we should have kept Jose and just kept on backing him until he won. That would have probably worked. We've just kept on backing him. He signs Bailly. Bailly doesn't do well. He wants another centre back. Give him the other centre back. Man City done it.
I echo those thoughts, man. Ali, your thoughts on Oli, man? Obviously, the season is actually over. Yeah, what's your last thoughts on the season as a whole, man?
It's tough. Like I said, I feel as though the season's been based on just moments of magic. We've had moments where we scored last. I think we scored the most last-minute goals throughout all the clubs in the season. So it feels as though we've had like pockets of magic and moments of magic in the last minute that I feel have papered over cracks. And I think this summer is absolutely huge for us. If like Jack said, if he doesn't get the backing to bring in his number one target, not the number 3, 4 targets, like his number one targets have to come in, and we have to get the job done. And he's got to be ruthless, like Salah did. Salah Ferguson, he sold Beckham, he sold Varane, he sold Van Nistelrooy, Yapstam. He didn't tie them up to long-term contracts just because they were good for the club. He transitioned them and said, "You man's have got to go. We're going to start a fresh club. We want players. We want a 16, 17 man squad that can challenge it, not just 11 players."
Mm-hmm.
Pep does it week in, week out, season after season. He'll chuck players out that just ain't right. One season in, you're dead. Come
Where's
out.
Laporte? He was the best centre back last
Exactly.
season. Has he got minutes this season?
Mm.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They just chop and change, and we don't do that. We're too sentimental. We don't want to spend too much money. I reckon we'll sign Sancho, and then that's literally it. And we'll go and buy Ben White or some random. It doesn't work that way, man. We need a massive summer to catch up because Chelsea will spend money, City will spend money. They'll tag along. They'll literally tag along. We'll have another season.
Chelsea next season is a team to be watched.
It's scary, man. It's scary. And like if they actually buy a striker, that are not sort of Werner's like Mr. Offside and whatnot, they're going to be scary, man. They're going to be worrying. So massive summer ahead.
Yeah, I always try to throw some positivity just to balance things out. I think also some of the things that we've same way we've had moments of magic going forward, I think we've always had moments of despair in defense. So a lot of the goals that we concede is not because we've played bad or anything like that, but we've made mistakes. A lot of the goals that we concede are mistakes. And so if we can rectify those moments of consistently making mistakes for the other team to concede, then potentially we'll be in a better position. But I still believe
as well. I saw you play zonal at corners as well.
But
What the hell, man? Like,
do you know exactly? Playing football, and I've also played defense as well. I understand why managers do a combination of zonal and man for man, because especially when you're defending corners, I'll be honest with you, it's difficult to stick with your man.
Yeah, I can imagine,
it's so difficult because you're trying to watch the ball coming in, and
the man.
so you need to, and the man could go anywhere. Like, so I understand why teams do a mixture of zonal, because you have to kind of protect some spaces where the balls where they're dangerous. But when a team does fully zonal, I think it's nonsense, because then it takes away the accountability and the responsibility of certain players. But I think managers need to wake up and actually do a combination of both and do it properly.
But yeah, big summer ahead, Jerry, man. Huge summer ahead, man. If we back it, we'll see how it goes, man.
To say I'm looking forward to it, obviously with Woodward leaving, and you got John Murtaugh, new director of football, and Fletcher. Yeah, man, it's a huge.
Look at that! Look at the people you've just said.
This is what we got, man. That's Man United right now. Jesse, just gonna come to you quickly. Last thoughts from Ollie. Obviously, we're gonna do a proper end of season review, but in the whole, the season's done, man. Last game's finished. How you feeling going to obviously the summer and next season, man?
This is just a repeat of last season when we got knocked out to Sevilla.
Yeah,
it's a repeat of last. I'm actually got it. I'm actually wanted this trophy for Ollie as well. You get it? So oh my days. As I said, when I looked at some of these players, they're not Man United players. Some of these players, they're lucky to even start for this team. I'm not even joking. Like, we need a lot of players. Obviously we're not gonna get like 5-6 players, but we need like at least four minimum to start as well. We don't need no what we had last summer with Van der Beek, Tellers, and that. We don't need no players like that. We need starters in this team, and we need competition as well, because some of these players just feel like they're gonna start. That should never be the case in the team. You get so. Very disappointing. Very disappointing.
When I think of that, I'm actually very disappointed.
Very disappointed.
This was in our hands, man.
Again.
It was in our hands. Like this, it wasn't.
Why do you think I said we think? How many times did I say I think during the game? I think this is not going to be our night.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to hear 90 minutes of you complaining that we're going to lose, fam. You know what I mean?
That wasn't 90 minutes. I'm talking about. I'm talking about after.
Since I started watching it, you're moaning the whole game. I get it.
Because I know this team.
I felt the same. I felt the same, but I don't need to hear it in my ears.
You know what? I wouldn't be moaning if we had good style of football, this, that, and I'm comfortable that we can get over the line. But I wasn't comfortable.
You can't be comfortable with
this team.
No.
So how we ever? The main key for me, yes, you can get all the players, as Jerry said, but the style of football and that needs to change as well.
Listen, I've always said I don't enjoy watching this team. Like, the way we play, it's just not. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't enjoy watching us play.
I mean, the thing is, what kind of football can you play with my brother Wan-Bissaka or right back? Like, it's what I mean. Like, some players. What kind of football can you really play?
Yeah, but there's certain players like Van der Beek. You can use his abilities, or Mata even, or Ahmad. Ahmad was how much? 30 million? Van der Beek 40 million. They didn't even get on the pitch, Jacks. Like,
that's a joke. That's a
what's all that about? Like,
and then that beckons did Ole buy Van der Beek? Did Ole even get Ahmad? That's a question. If you're a manager and you're not using players, it means they're not your players. He didn't sign them. He didn't sign them. He didn't want them. But
he signed
somebody,
and the man got sent out as well. Like, these are not his signings, man. Like, imagine last 2 days we signed Ahmad and Palestri. No one even heard of Palestri, and then he gets loaned out. Yeah. And then he gets loaned out. We'll never see him in the main. I'll guarantee you, we'll never see that guy in the main action. Unless you will never get a game, 100%.
You know why this was big as well? It's not like trophies don't come Like they don't come easy.
This
And
is what I've been saying.
That's another reason why I'm very angry because Europa League, we probably won't even be in Europa League next season. We might not.
We might do because the group stages next year. Listen,
but Jay, now hear what I'm saying. Europa League, yeah, we've had 2 chances of winning this trophy last season and this season, and we couldn't get it. And we are the best team there. We was the best.
I think we need to stop this phrase that we're the best team. Because that best team is just based on the name of Manchester United.
No, it's not. It's based on the players on paper as well. Because this paper should tell everybody what we've been failing at as well. That's paper. No,
that's
but
the paper.
The moment we dropped into that competition, we had to win it. We had to.
100%. 100.
Is that into last year? I know they didn't win it, but from the time they dropped into it, they had to go to and they went to the final obviously and lost to Sevilla. But like a team with those players jump into the Europa League, like I'm sorry, you have to.
Jerry, if we like time is of the essence, but you know how I feel. I don't think our players are that good. Like, I feel like
compared to the rest of the competition, they are. They're way better than it. Villarreal's team, like I said, people say on paper.
People say football is the team game. Like you have to be better as a team on paper.
Yeah. So that, but I don't think we are. But does that not go back to coaching?
It goes back to a whole bunch of stuff. It goes back to a whole bunch of stuff because I think we are a bit deluded with some of these players because they're so good. Because we watch them week in, week out. But are they really? Are they really that good? That's what people always talk like.
They're better than the opposition. Yes.
As individuals or as a team.
As individuals, but then like Jesse said, the coaching.
If it's individuals, then should Chelsea be in the Champions League final?
They've got a good team. What do you mean?
If it's based on individuals compared to the other teams in Champions League, should Chelsea be in the final? Because it's compared, it's relative.
From who they played, they were the better team. Porto, I mean, come on, Atletico.
But Arsenal against those teams ain't going that far. Arsenal against those teams ain't doing that, man. There's people saying, "Oh, we should be in the Champions League final." We were struggling against Roma in the second leg, and here today, it's different on paper.
What makes you not think so? Cavani's 35. He's still a good striker, but what makes you think he's the same? We talk of Cavani as part of the squad as if he's still the same Cavani that was banging for Napoli. No, this is Cavani at 35. So you have to reduce his ability by what it is. Even Rashford is that good? He's a good player, but is he that good?
No, but is okay. Let me.
You know, head names like Pogba, and that's it's because we've got players like Pogba and maybe Bruno that lift up the branding of Man United potentially. But we look at the individual. Sorry, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, like are these two I've just named? Are they better than most right backs and centre backs that you know? And that's half of our back four. That's half of our back four.
What I'm saying. But when I talk about the trophies thing, we were expected to win Europa League last season and this season. Now that but Jax, listen, Jack. But now we're entering next season. That's what I'm saying. It was important to win Europa League this season and maybe last season because it's a trophy, something you could add, give confidence to the players, this, etc. Now we're going to next season. Next season, you wouldn't favour United to win Champions League, Premier League, even League Cup because Man City win that all the time and they're a much better team than us. And the FA Cup maybe, but no. Right now, if we enter next season, we won't be the favourites to win anything. That's why it was so important to win your league right now. Now, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is just for next season, man. This is just for the whole next season.
Next season, what's the point watching it, man?
No,
I think we're done, man.
No, I think you got to remember that cup competitions are still cup competitions, and anything can happen. That's the truth, man. The thing on Man United is we can compete against any team. That's a fact. Now, no matter, I don't think we're great, but but even in games, we can compete against the best team. On our day, we beat a lot of teams, kind of thing. But the thing is, we don't have our days enough. Yeah, because the thing is, it's the lack of consistency with Man United that kills us. 100%. So when I say on our day, even let's look at the Champions League. Did we not beat PSG? We beat them, and then they beat us. Did we not beat Leipzig?
Yeah, but when it mattered, we bottled it. We bottled when it matters.
That's the consistency and that's the lack of the maturity that I'm talking about. Even in the Champions League, we beat all the teams that beat us. We beat them. That's on our day. We beat teams. You know, we beat City. Like we beat teams, but when it matters, when it's this team is lacking maturity. Like when it's time to be a man, to be men,
leaders,
and to do the job done. To get the job done, we don't do it, and that's what's lacking in this team. We need more leaders. We need someone sign Harry Kane, please. Just sign him. We need players that are all captains. We need people. You know, back in the days, we could look at United, and nearly every player is borderline a captain. Anyone could have been a captain. Rooney, Evra, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, even Gary. All of them are captains. When you look at Man United, do you see captains? I see like 2 or 3. They're here captain. Why?
Hey guys, it's getting late, man. Coming to the 50.
I don't even want to go work tomorrow. I don't even want to go work.
This whole week is just obviously Champions League final on Saturday. If City win that, and then it's like Manchester's it's looking peak. But let me. I would
never want Chelsea to win, but this might be the first time in my life wanting Chelsea to win the game.
Jeez.
Yeah, Ali, what you say? Who do you want to win that final?
So, you know, I despise Arsenal fans, so just to see Chelsea win it, I hate Chelsea. I think it's a London thing. Like I'm from London anyway, so for me, I've got so many Arsenal fans. So
that's true.
I wouldn't want City winning it, man. So I'd rather just Chelsea win it. At least I can rub Arsenal fans up the wrong way as well over the weekend.
That's true.
I want City to bottle it. I can't even lie. I know Jerry City wants City to win. I want City to bottle it. I want them to say Pep again. I want them to boil it. I for the first time in my life, and I hate Chelsea. Do you know Chelsea I hated the most? Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. I hate all Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. Terrible. But for tomorrow, for Saturday, I might as well get a Blues jersey. And dark blue, not light blue. I need them to. I need City to put on it. I don't want them to win Champions League because as soon as they start winning Champions League, guess what? Next season they're going to be there again. They're going to be there again, close. And I don't want to start building momentum of being Champions League competitors like that kind of thing. So, I don't think I said that, but Chelsea's that means they're quite close as well.
How about you, man?
I put in the group. I still don't know because.
Tell the truth, but you want City to win, man.
No. It's the thing with the City is because
just land.
No. It's because the City fan, like I said, when City win, like even when they won the Premier League, did anyone notice? Like it didn't feel like they won the league. Aguero leaving, it was like it wasn't like a big thing. Like so, when City win stuff, it doesn't affect me as much. But if they do win it, the tide will be changing. They would have won everything. They want to win a treble, although it's the fake treble because they want to Carabao Cup. But if Chelsea win, I know a lot of Chelsea guys and their smug faces. It starts to piss me off because the last of the season they luckily snuck top 4. And
Chelsea fans are pricks as well. Let's be honest.
They're in Champions League. Nah, man, I can't. I don't know, man, but I think I can. Chelsea fans winning Champions League. I don't think I could accept it, man, because that means there'll be one behind us. Nah.
Shit, that's the point.
That's what I'm saying. So. Listen, what happens on Saturday? Obviously, I'm a football fan. I'll be watching, but Just to end on a positive note, not positive, but obviously, like I said, Rashford came out, and the way he was speaking, it was emotional. I can't lie because you can tell. I know you guys say let the talking be on the pitch, but he looked like he was talking about the club and listen, we ain't progressed, blah blah blah. But next year we're gonna come back mentally and like very strong for the next season. I know we've said about signings but the team now, do you think they can learn from this and come back on smoke next year, or do you just think it's going to be the same thing? Like Ali, what do you say, man?
I'll keep it short. If this doesn't hurt them and motivate them for next year, these are not the players that we need at our club. This should break their heart. Every game they go on the pitch, say, you know what, we fucked up last year really badly. We need to go out there and really prove a point. I don't want to see none of these tweets and Instagram posts. Oh, we go again. Oh, it's not what we wanted. Nah. If you're fully heartbroken,
I think annoys me more than those tweets.
I actually hate that. Literally, do your talking on the pitch now. If this hasn't hurt you, like I said, every single fan, and this doesn't motivate you next year, nothing will. Nothing will.
Yeah, nicely said, man. Jax, what are you saying?
I saw Lindelof post on Man United's thing. He said, "Oh, hopefully we can bring it home." And I see, I've read that post, and it annoys me. It annoys me because I don't want to hear hopefully. What do you mean hopefully? Like, where's the confidence? Where's the confidence? I'm with Ali. If this thing should break your heart. Like I'll be honest with you. Like I'm okay, but I'm borderline kind of heartbroken for the players mainly because they did look devastated after even with the collecting their runners up. You can see some players were devastated, and seeing my players like Bruno crying and stuff. That shows that these lot are hurt. But hurt doesn't mean you don't change. It's like someone who gets heartbroken and go back to the same girlfriend or same boyfriend. It's very stupid.
Yeah.
It's very stupid. We need to see change, and change must begin in preseason. And I'm not just talking about the players. The guys at the top should open their eyes and say, "Hey, we need to improve the team." That's important.
Yeah, nicely said, man. But yes, guys, listen. End of season, we're here. It's been emotional, man. Obviously, we started this channel in July, I think, and we made it to the last game of the season. Obviously, like I said, end of season review will be coming later this week. Just want to say a big, massive thank you to Ali for jumping the stream. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. And obviously, my bro Jack's in the building. Obviously, just his phone just cut out, so he sends his thanks and whatnot. But yeah, man, guys, we're gonna end it here. Like I said, end of season review in depth later on this week, where we actually analyze the whole season because there's been some laughs, some good bits, some bad bits, play of the season goals and whatnot, and there've been some downs, man. So make sure you watch out for that. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Jerry with Jax, special guest Ali, United Team Talk, and we are out of here. Peace.